What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Gearheads Garage production. In this video, I wasn't actually going to film this because it's dark and I've got the shop lights on, and I know how this camera does when we've got lights on and it's dark outside. It's pure crap. But I came out here to work on the Sears, aka MUT3. For some of y'all who do not know, this is Project MUT3. I call it the Sears all the time, and apparently it annoys some people because everything's a Sears. Well, the code name, I guess, is MUT3, which stands for Multi-Use Tractor, MUT. But anyway, I got started working on this thing a little bit, and I kind of got really doing stuff, and I thought, well, it'd kind of be unfair to y'all to not give y'all a little bit of an update on what's going on. So, yeah, y'all stay tuned. What we're actually doing with the MUT is actually doing the key things that this thing needs to be capable off-road, because we are preparing for the Fall Mini Mayhem meetup with Cars and Cameras reviews on YouTube at Busco Beach next month, October 4th, 5th, and 6th, which is, if I do the math right, about 3 weeks and some change away from, well, today, which is Wednesday. So, which I'm not exactly sure what day this video will be live, but in the next few days, if you get what I'm saying. So, yeah, we are going to be down there. If you're local, you know, come out and ride with us. Let's have a good time. But for this thing right now, what was on the checklist that I actually wrote down, which is actually in the house, but we got some brand new LED pods to go on this here bumper. I wasn't going to do this, but due to the fact that I'm just going to be sending it without the hood on it, because as you can see, the nose cone is still very much a work in progress, and I am not about to just run that again and to probably destroy it even more than it already was to begin with. So with that being said, it's going to go just like this. It'll be fine. So yeah, the nose cone was what had my LED lights in it, but I'm going to actually run two setups like I had on MUT 2.0, if y'all remember that build. But yeah, that was also a Craftsman, but it was, or a Sears Craftsman. It was a lot newer than this one, though. I think it was like late 2000, something like that. But any rate, yeah, this going to have the LED pods. These are the last thing that I have to hook up, actually, because I forgot to go to local auto parts store and pick up an inline fuse. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. But I got the winch set up. This is a 2,500 pound Badland winch from Harbor Freight. I think I mentioned that in the earlier video, but for those of y'all who haven't seen that video yet, I actually bought this used, and the original owner lost the push button switch to it, the really cheap wireless remote, which I mean I didn't really like anyway, because man, I had one on the Dooley Sears project. If y'all remember that, if y'all are OGs to this channel, y'all remember the Dooley Sears. I had one on like a homemade hillbilly 3-point hitch setup. I had one of these and I loved it. So I got another one on here, and I've got it wired up, and I will make a separate video in the future, because right now I don't really feel like messing with it right now since it's already hooked up and stuff. But this right here is a fuse, not the fuse box, the pretty much the brains of the winch itself. And I've got it hot wired to a switch, and I mean it's getting pretty packed in this bay right here, which is where the battery and all the wires or stuff is located. But I have, like I say, lighting is my struggle right now. But if you can see my hand, there's a toggle on-off toggle switch. If you see right here, it's black, you probably can't. But anyway, right here is a momentary on, momentary off. I mean, not. It puts the winch in and out. I can't think of the word right now. But yeah, that. And I finally wired up my kill. So now I don't have to put it in third gear, yank the e-brake, and install it every time I cut it off anymore. I was waiting to get my wiring done to do that. So I'm really glad that I have my kill hooked up now. And that's my switch, my push button switch right there for the lights, if y'all can see that. But I'll flip the toggle switch and you can see just like that. And turn it off. There we go. Make sure I don't suck it into the fair lead. That's actually the only reason why I hotwired this thing. Well, not the only reason. I did it for several other reasons. But also, the Bluetooth switch that comes with it from Harbor Freight, I swear it has so much lag in it that, like, I mean, it would go in like 2 inches before it would cut off. I mean, it was crazy. But, yeah, that's an update for right now, and I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. Alright guys, so it is the next day, well, next night pretty much. But I did actually today, on my way home from work, I got the that inline fuse, if you can see that right there. And I was gonna film me putting it in, but knowing me, I got impatient and I just went ahead and did it. But I mean, it's fine. And I got my connections all secured. I made this battery mounting bracket. I did that yesterday afternoon, before it got dark, and I just made it out of some of this all thread stock I had kicking around. And so yeah, that, and the main thing that was really keeping me from wiring up the winch is taking the time to hollow that hole out enough for that switch to come in, because that was some tedious stuff right there. And it also covered you in aluminum shavings too, which was fun. So, but yeah, I actually just got done wiring the lights. So, I mean, I've seen these come on one other time before just to test them, but I have not seen them both on. So, this will be the first time for both of us, just about. So, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how bright. Good God Almighty. Whew, them things are bright. So, yep, definitely good lining upgrade there. And then, like say, once I get done with that, I'll have 2 more lights up front, up top. So I'll, I guess, have a high beam and a low beam. Pretty much, I guess it'd be the same. But actually, my tie rods came in for the for this thing from Go Power Sports. By the way, I am not sponsored at all by Go Power Sports. If Go Power Sports is watching this video, one would be greatly appreciated if it was brought up. So just FYI, because I love the company. That's where I get everything from. I love the quality. They're based out of Keller, Texas. And yeah, I like seeing where my money's going. So yeah, and it's really high grade shit. So yeah. But I mean, everything that I have bought has held up. So it's better than the cheap eBay or Amazon stuff that you get. That's X, but yeah. So The whole story on this thing is that this is actually, I will get to this story in a second, but I originally got an 8-inch tie rod, and it comes with Heim joints and jam nuts as well. So for a long time, that was too long, obviously. So the wheel is now straight, but the wheel for a long time was sitting like that, cambered in. Not cambered, towed in. So what did I do? Well, they have these basic 6-inch rods right here. Well, I put that on, and it put the wheel way out there. So I'm like, well, ain't that something? So these are no good to me. What did I do? Well, I took the old 8-inch, and it's really, I measured it out, and it's about 7 inches. So they come with about 2 inches of threads on each end. So I halved it, and then I halved it again. I took about a 1/2 inch off of, if that makes sense, I took about a 1/2 inch off of either side, and it was just enough to get this sucker straight. So tomorrow when I get home, I'm going to tackle this side. This side is completely fine, but there is one problem. That is these tires. These tires are oversized for what is supposed to be on the front of the tractor. But I can't stand these ball and socket joints. I hate them, because once they go, you're screwed. So, I mean, it's the same thing over there, but at least there you have some rigidity to where that socket comes out of that ball, or that ball comes out of that socket, whichever one happens to happen first, you're going nowhere. So we are replacing these. Even though this is perfectly fine, it is, if you can see that, it is rubbing the sidewall right next to the bead. It is wearing the mess out of that, and I'm afraid, I don't like running it around and just freewheeling it, because it is grinding the rubber off of the sidewall, which is no bueno. So with that being said, that's got to go. But yeah, I mean, testing purposes only, that's fine, but I don't want to have that cost me a tire. So that's that. But yeah, that's pretty much how far we have come tonight. I guess this is going to be turning into a 3-night video. So yeah, that's about all I'm going to do for tonight. So that's all I really feel like doing, to be honest with you. So yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow night. Alright guys, so it is the next night, and let me cut this off. Cut the radio down. Can't have that copyright infringement, you know. So, yes, what has been going on tonight is I did pull this wheel off. I kind of jumped the gun like I usually do and everything, and go ahead and do it and then show y'all. I got to get better at just working with y'all, so it is what it is, I reckon. Anyway, here is the old tie rod off of this side. Done. Now we have a fresh new Heim joint, and I cut it down just like I cut the other side down, but I messed up on that one far side. I could not get the Heim joint on, so you know what? I forced it on. And yes, it is cross-threaded, but you know what? I don't care. As long as that jam nut holds, and as long as nothing happens, it's just going to stay on there. So, I mean, it's not coming off anytime soon, so, I mean, hey, whatever, you know. But this one, I actually got to finish tightening this back down. Where is my wrench that I had in my hand 5 dang seconds ago? Oh my god. Here it is. So, take this end right here. No, I'm sorry. This end. And just tighten it up just like that. Get it real snug. And then about a quarter turn there, and that's just about as much as you need to set it. Everything's all fine and good. And she is now finally truly aligned. So happy about that. And tomorrow, actually, this will be in another video. I'm probably going to have to end this video here, but we will be taking this wheel off and addressing something that actually happened last time at Busco Beach, if y'all remember that video. So, yeah, this is about going to be the end for this video. My camera's about to die at any rate, so, yeah, if y'all like this video, and, yeah. I lost my thought there for a second. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're stopping there for the first time, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to come out and see us October 4th, 5th, and 6th. We will be out there with cars and cameras for the Fall Mini Mayhem event at Busco Beach. I will be linking all that stuff down in the description. Go check it out. And yeah, we'll see y'all in the next one.